the accuracy, and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Bunched up. Tua to throw. Has time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield. Spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. Week 12 of the NFL season kicks off tonight. It's the Bills who are missing quite a few pass catching options, going against the Houston Texans, who are going to be without CJ Stroud once again. There's going to be a pretty interesting one. That Texans defense. You know, it could definitely make this game interesting. Bills are going to be without Kincaid, without McCole Hardman, who was placed on IR, without Curtis Samuel. They're going to be dependent on Gabe Davis, on Khalil Shakir. Keon Coleman is a healthy scratch, even with all the injuries to the pass catching room. This honestly end up might being a very interesting game. Just because of the amount of injuries that are involved in this one. The Texans do get ball first to begin this game. They're wearing their beautiful all reds. I do actually really like the uniforms, the helmets. Not the biggest fan of, but the uniforms themselves, I am a massive fan of the Texan all reds. As kickoff can be underway here momentarily. I also have the Florida Panther game on in the background for this because they're playing New Jersey tonight. So I'm probably during the commercials and stuff. You might see me react and get a little bit of play-by-play practice going in there. So Matt Prater set to send this one down. And kickoff is underway. Week 12 begins with a return that starts from the 2. Has room out past the 20 and brought down near the 22. So Davis Mills will start from there with this Texans offense. He's the guy that got them CJ Stroud with the desperation heave against the Colts a few years back. Now he's been playing pretty well this season in relief for CJ Stroud. We'll see what he can do tonight. Going against a Bills defense that has been kind of up or down. Also, right before this game started, about a few hours ago, Damon Pierce got waived by the Texans. So their running back room is going to be a little bit of a weak point. Mills in shotgun back to his left, going to look to throw first play of the game. A dump off left side is incomplete. Leave looking for Dalton Schultz there. Not really how you wanted this game to start. But again, so actually it was Cade Stover the intended target. So 2nd and 10. Mills in shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left. Man in motion left to right. Going to hand this off up the middle. And there is space out past the 25 to about the 28. That is, I believe, Woody Marks on the carry. Yeah, Woody Marks on the carry. All right, I would expect him and Nick Chubb to have pretty big factors in this game. This Bills' run defense is not the greatest. But it's 3rd and 4, and they go 5 wide. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Mills alone in shotgun. Ball on their own 28. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming. Pass right side is going to be off the mark and incomplete. So a 3 and out for the Texans to begin this game. And not how you wanted this to start by any means, going against a really good Bills offense. Looking for Jaden Higgins, the intended target. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a primetime game. I'm going to be live with pretty much every single primetime game. That's always how I like to handle things. Hey, welcome on in. But even though I'm wearing a Bills jersey, don't get me wrong, I would find it fantastic if the Bills lose today. I'm a primary Dolphins fan. As the punt comes off clean, going to be Shakir on the return. Gets up to about the, 36-ish. That's weird. YouTube has been very weird the past day or so. Yeah. All right, during the return is a holding against the Bills, so it's going to push them back 10. Yeah. I mean, I did like watching JJ Watt when he was playing in Houston, and that was a great. He had 8 years there, something like that. Yeah, true. YouTube has been weird for years, but I know their servers has been up and down the past few days. Come on, also, again, like I said at the top of this, I have the Florida Panthers game on in the background. When I look to my right, that's what I'm keeping an eye on. And it's 1st and 10 for Buffalo, just under 14 minutes to play in the first. Allen under shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Ball on their own 19-yard line. Man in motion left to right. Allen going to hand this off of the middle for James Cook. Gets past the 20 to about the 23. Yeah, the Titans on Sunday against Seattle, it's gonna be a murder. It's gonna be bad. I think with all the injuries that the Buffalo is facing, the Texans do have a fair shot at this if they can just handle James Cook, which is easier said than done. Allen under center, back behind him, 2 receivers to each side, man in motion left to right. Play action, looking to throw. Pressure comes quick, rolling out to his right. Allen, passing right side, going to be incomplete. Looking for Dawson Knox. Had him, couldn't hang on. 3rd and 6 coming up. Oh, he might have been out of bounds there anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if the Texans defense get some points here. I mean, Allen has been throwing quite a few interceptions the past few weeks. As it's 3rd and 6, Allen in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, looking to throw. Pressure comes quick. Pass right side will be caught, but I think he's short. There is a penalty marker down as well. This might be an eligible man downfield against Buffalo. So Khalil Shakir gets about 5.5. It's going to be coming back either way. Well, again, what I want Tennessee to eventually start doing this season is play their younger guys, especially at receiver, because Calvin really just got hurt again. I believe Tyler Boyd is still a tight end, but I want him out of there as soon as possible. Like, they have 2 young receivers that I feel pretty good about, and I want to see them get some action. I mean, he is one of the better quarterbacks playing this season. At the same time, it has been a very middling year for quarterback MVPs. I think if any year, this should be the year a non-quarterback wins it with Jonathan Taylor. But yeah, I mean, Allen is 100% the MVP of the Bills. So yeah, he's playing at an MVP level. I just don't think he'll win it this season. All right, it's 4th and 1, pretty much 4th and inches, and the offense is staying on the field. Yeah. And then, yeah, Stafford will be the quarterback MVP. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. With QB sneaky Superman's in and going to pick up the first. He just jumped over both lines, basically. The fact that he, one, is already as athletic as he is, and 2, can just jump over 2 lines of people like that. Like, if it wasn't for Deion Dawkins' head getting in the way, Josh Allen very well might have actually cleared both the O-line and D-line on that jump. The ball now in about the 30. Gonna hand this off up the middle for James Cook. He's stuffed at the line for no gain. Mayfield, around week 6 or 7, I would say definitely for Mayfield. The past few weeks, not so much. He's still playing well, but the Buccaneers as a whole have been on this skid due to injuries. I think he lost his chance at MVP. Now, if he was carrying them through that skid and maybe won an extra game or 2, then yeah, he probably would be in the run-in, but I think he's lost it by this point. Davis Mills MVPs, a Davis Mills MVP season would be funny. Allen looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Pass left side caught by Cook. Going to make 2 men miss and be brought down near the, 33 for about a yard or 2. So a 3rd and relatively long coming up. All right, last 3rd and 6. They did a quick hitter to Shakir. Let's see what Buffalo does this time. It's a 3rd and 8. Allen in shotgun. Technically 4 receivers to the right side. Ty Johns in the backfield, lined up out wide. As they're going to quick throw this to him on the right side. He has the blockers for a first and gets it down to about the 46. Sorry, 41? Either way, it's enough for a first down. Yeah, Houston ran a corner blitz that nearly worked to pick that ball off, but Shakir laid just enough of a chip. It's a ball in about the 46. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Play action looking to throw, dump off left side, can be caught by Knox. Pass midfield, breaks 1 tackle and gets to about the plus 44. I think he's still going to be just short of the first, yeah. It's a 2nd and inches. Oh, wow. Jeez, that's... Yeah, wow. So Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Man in motion, left to right, can play action and look to throw. Has time, stepping up, pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Joshua Palmer, but threw it just too low. 13 inches coming up. Yeah, that's something. Jeez, yeah, hopefully that situation's all gets sorted out and everything's okay there. That's, jeez. All right, 3rd and inches. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Wouldn't be shocked if the QB sneaked this once again. Tight end in motion, left to right. They're going to give this to James Cook up the middle. That's enough for a first and more. James Cook, no one. James Cook has plenty of room. He is in for the touchdown. I'm trying to say no one to beat, but it didn't sound right in my head. But James Cook takes it in. The Bills strike first. I was trying, my mind was saying no one to beat, but I was trying to say nothing but green grass. And there was just a conflict of words coming out. 44-yard touchdown run for James Cook. Yeah, good blocking up front, and once he hits that second level, there's nothing but green grass in front of him. Hell yeah, that's fantasy points. So Matt Prater on for the extra point. It is up, and he missed it. Wide left. It remains the 6-point game. All right, so the Texans get a little bit of momentum back because of that, but James Cook breaking off a touchdown run like that. Buffalo was feeling good. And we head to a commercial break. Yeah, the Florida Panthers are still up 1-0 over New Jersey. Oh, there we go, Bob. Yeah, the NHL scheduling, I'm kind of like very 50-50 on with it. Because like for most nights it's fine. But then you have like 7 o'clock starts on Thursday. I'm just like, yeah, it makes sense, but come on. Weird wording, but it makes sense. There you go. Also, I feel like the Bills need a win just because of the city of Buffalo needs something. The Sabres are in a hole as a franchise. Because the longest playoff drought or playoff appearance drought in the NFL is the New York Jets at 12. The Buffalo Sabres has the longest in all of North American sports at 13 years without a playoff appearance. So it's probably not going to get broken this year either. So yeah, at least Buffalo has the Bills and technically the Blue Jays. Because besides that, there's not a whole lot going for them. Yeah. I liked where Tom is leading it, kind of leaving it. I want to say ambiguous. But kind of just like it wasn't a great week for a lot of teams, so it's just status quo in a way. And just coming back from commercial break. Is this the playoff game between the Bills and Texans they're showing? Yeah, it is. The overtime one. Josh Allen's first playoff appearance. As we await Buffalo sending this one away. Yep. They're still just showing Josh Allen on the bench, waiting for the kickoff. See if Houston can do something on this second drive. Went 3 and out to begin the game. only using about a minute of clock. As kickoff is underway, going to be returned to begin it from about the 4, out past the 25, past the 30, past the 35, past the 40, and down near the 42. A great return, and the Texans are going to start off with some excellent starting field position. It's just, can they take advantage of it? We will see as Davis Mills takes the field. All right, so Mills under center, back and fullback behind him. First and 10, going to hand this off up the middle. And there's space up past the 45 to about the 47. They're going to rule it a gain of roughly 5 there for Nick Chubb on the carry. Also, when Nick Chubb signed in Houston, I was a little surprised. I was expecting him to return to Cleveland. But he's fit pretty nicely there in Houston in the aftermath of the Joe Mixon injury. A gain of 7 is the rule in. Mills under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Going to hand this off once again up the middle, and once again there's space for a gain of roughly 4 or 5. It's Nick Chubb once again. And if the Texans just want to keep running the ball like this, they're going to be able to move the ball pretty well tonight. It's just when they do have to or decide to pass, you can't have it be too negative of a play. Mills under center, back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Roll in right. Buying time, pass right side will be caught for a gain of 10. That is Jaden Higgins on the reception once again, up past the 42 to 37. Might be ruling him just short. Yeah, I like the idea of Houston going a lot of bootlegs tonight. Just cutting the field in half for Davis Mills, keeping things simple. Always give him the option to always throw it away if he needs to, and having your main focal point of the offense being the ground game. All right, 7 minutes remain in the first quarter. Clock continues to roll. Mills under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Then the play action and look to throw. Has plenty of time. Pass left side, has a man, but it's off the mark and incomplete. He had 2 receivers in the area, threw it in between them. And it's 2nd and 10. Looking for Dalton Schultz as the primary target. Oh yeah. The hashtag no moon was my favorite of the bunch you sent. To be fair, I'm also like not a fan of too much wording on like pins and logos and stuff, because I feel like if done wrong, it just creates a clutter. Handoff up the middle has space for Houston up past the 30 to about the 25. Will be enough for a first there with Woody Marks on the carry. Yeah, exactly. Because also like thinking like pin silhouette, if you have too much wording, it'll like jut out too far to each side and kind of make it tough to place. It's been a good drive so far for Houston. 1st and 10, 6 minutes of play in the first. Mills under center, back behind him, 3 receivers to the right, ball in roughly the 25. Man in motion right to left. They're going to toss this right side for Marks. Has room past the 20, the 15, the 10, and brought down at the 6. It's Jordan Poyer making a touchdown save and tackle, but his 1st and goal nonetheless. The Texans are in the red zone for the first time tonight, looking to tie and potentially take the lead. Yeah, this drive has been very ground game focused, and it's working well. And I know that the Texans O-line isn't the greatest this season, but they have two running backs that don't need a massive hole to be able to break one big. They need a better hole than that, as he's stuffed at the line for no gain and a handoff up the middle for Woody Marks. So now 2nd and goal from the 6. .450 to play in the first. Meanwhile, over in the Florida Panther game, there's a minute 44 to play in the second period. Mills in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, going to look to throw. Of course, Amazon wants to be weird right now. It's going to be 3rd and goal. I think it's incomplete. Yeah, incomplete right side to Jalen Noel. So a 3rd and goal coming up. Hell yeah. All right, Mills in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and goal. Mills looking to throw. Pass left side is incomplete. Amazon's camera crew did not do a good job at that one. But I believe that's Christian Benford in coverage. Going to force a field goal try here. Looking for, is that Christian Kirk the intended target? He's in? Yeah, Christian Kirk. When did he must have gone to Houston in this offseason. I forgot he was there. Yeah, looking left side through the hands of Kirk. A nicely placed ball from Davis Mills that just doesn't connect. And the Texans will send out Keami Fairbairn for the field goal, I believe. Yep. He's back after missing last week. 24-yard kick from the right hash. It is up, and it is good. Texans are on the board. Yes, you have told me your beef with Bowen. We head to a commercial break. Okay, cool. The Devils just cleared this puck themselves. They're on back-to-back power plays. 20 seconds remaining in the second period. Just get to the end of the period and reset. Or screw it, score shorthanded if you need to. There's still that commercial break here between Buffalo and Houston. Here we go, Bob. All right, cool. End of the second. Hey, there's fighting going on. Hell yeah, I love hockey. All right, but add commercial break. Post whistle hockey scrums are always fun to see. I was usually there's like 2 or 3 channels I go to for baseball coverage because I just don't follow baseball enough or care enough to really like watch mainstream stuff with it. So I go to these other channels for like background noise most of the time. One of them was talking the other day about how they've lost interest in football because it's too violent, and I'm just like, that's the least surprising thing I've heard from a baseball content creator. Oh, nice. Yeah, why be forced to choose when you can get them all and save some money? Showing Josh Allen's stat line from last week as we're just coming back from commercial break. 4.5 to play in the first. Oh, is this like the third game of the past 6 that had a score of 6-3 in it? I can't escape this score. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the goal line. Room up past the 15, past the 20, penalty marker down as he gets brought down at the 22. Probably will be on Buffalo, I would assume. So we're going to push him back inside the 15. But because Dolphins Commanders was 63 at one point. I believe Cowboys Raiders was 63 at one point. And then Broncos Chiefs was. Yep, holding against Buffalo is the call. I cannot escape this score. Crazy. Three passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns in one game has happened 3 times in NFL history. 2 of those were from Josh Allen. The other was Otto Graham in 1954, which is just funny. Allen in shotgun back to his left. Gonna hand this off to James Cook up the middle. He gets past the 15 to about the 17. Hell yeah. My PC case has like a glass window on one side of it. My initial plan was like cover that with stickers. I did for a little bit, and then kind of just like I've taken it off since the past like little while. I want to get back to that. Quick pass left side can be caught by Khalil Shakir. Going to be a loss of about 2 or 3. So third down coming up. I mean, because there was going to be one sticker that's like the centerpiece of it. It was a pretty big one. I had like a friend group. That friend group has since kind of lost touch, so I took that sticker off and had to like rethink everything with it. Haven't had the time also. Ooh, nice. Yeah, keychains can be fun. All right, 3rd and 6 for Buffalo. 3:20 to play in the first. Play clock winding down. And yeah, they're not going to get this snap off. Oh yeah, Buffalo calls their first timeout. As they were not going to get that snap off in time. I think because Khalil Shakir gets taken off the field a bit late due to... I imagine the independent neurologist. Yeah, he stepped in and got Shakir off the field. And I can see it on that replay why. So that happened kind of late, I'm assuming, into the play clock. So Buffalo got kind of mixed up there. And had to call a timeout because of it. So that's another receiver injury to the Bills, who are already without 3 receivers and 4 total pass catchers. So Allen in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. 3rd and 6 from the 16. Allen gonna look to throw. Pressure coming, stepping to his left. Trying to take it up the middle, but instead will be brought down and sacked. Oh, and Allen's in a lot of pain. Oh no. He got brought down from behind, and the second he hit the turf, you can just tell he was in pain. Oh no, man. I believe that's Will Anderson on the tackle. Yeah, I can't really see anything. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. So I'm not gonna speculate too much. He's up now though, walking to the sideline. Hopefully it's nothing too severe. But 4th and 3, it's a 3-and-out for Buffalo. As it currently sits, Mitchell Trubisky is the backup. There's 3 minutes to play in the first. He's on the bench and he seems to be saying he's fine to the medical staff. All right, a slight scare there. We'll see when they get the ball back. The punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 34-ish. Yeah. We're headed to a commercial break. We're also at a commercial break in the Panther game right now. Hopefully this is just a scare for nothing there, though, because that... I mean, Aaron Rodgers currently has his status up in the air for Sunday because of a left wrist injury. Kind of based off of what Allen is holding after the hit, it might also be a wrist injury. But you can't tell enough. Let's sell that commercial break. At commercial break. And yeah, Khalil Shakir is being evaluated for a concussion. Yeah, but Buffalo is just dealing with injuries right now. All right, just getting back from commercial break, we're getting a look at the Toyota Center, home of the Houston Rockets. The Rockets have been solid this season, though. To be fair, most of like the East and the West is just in a weird spot for the NBA. Yeah, Allen's on the sideline looking fine. All right. So Mills under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 34. Tight end in motion, going to hand this off up the middle, and that is a gain of roughly 3. All right, 2:15 remains in the first quarter. It's going to be a 2nd and roughly 7. Second and 6. Mills alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming. Pass right side. Has a man wide open. but it's off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Jaden Higgins. He lets that ball sail on him, and it's 3rd and 6. That's what I was talking about earlier, where if you're going to pass the ball, you can't have it be for too much negative of a play. That is at least a 30-yard play if he just puts it on him. If he just puts it on him, that's at least 30 yards. That's what I would call too negative of a pass attempt. Mills in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Pass left side is going to be incomplete. Couldn't get both feet in. Looking for Higgins once again. Would have been a gain of 8. Instead, it's a 3 and out for Houston with 1:45 to play in the first. 2 misses there that Mills should have been able to hit. Puts it Higgins had to jump for that, which he had enough separation where you can just put it on the money. You can just lead him a little bit. Don't need to loft it over anyone. It's on target. It's just a slight miss that Mills probably should be able to get a little bit better. It's not as bad of a miss as that 2nd down play was. All right, Shakir is back to return this punt. That's a good sign for Buffalo. As the punt from Tommy Townsend comes off clean, going to be bouncing. Oh, that's a great punt. Bounces to about the 5 before being downed by Houston. Great spin on that. They're going to pin Buffalo deep. And so Shakir ends up being fine. Great news there for Buffalo. And then Josh Allen, who was warming up on the sideline just now. I'm assuming he's going to be taking the field. And I assume he's going to be just fine. We have a mini Wingstop commercial going on. Yep, Allen taking the field. All right, so ball from their own 5. 1:38 to play in the first. So 2 injury scares for Buffalo turn up to just be scares. As Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to give this to James Cook left side. Going to get about a yard, maybe 2. So a 2nd and 9-ish coming up. Yeah, 2nd and 9. Allen in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receiving options to the left. Gonna bring the back more inside to him. So back lined up to his left as Allen will look to throw. Has time, pass left side, gonna be caught in an open receiver, pass the 25 to about the 28. That is Gabe Davis on the reception. And we're gonna need one more play before the end of the first. Yeah, on the money. Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left, man in motion right to left. As they're going to hand this off up the middle, and there's space for James Cook past the 30 to about the 34, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books. Bills have the early 6-3 lead, but there's still plenty of time in this one. We'll see if the Texans can get something going. Right now, their passing game is non-existent. I think Mills is 1 for 8. We'll see you. We at commercial break. At commercial break. All right. Third period is about to start between the Panthers and Devils. Hell yeah. At commercial break, we await the start of the second quarter. I showed the Florida Panthers broadcast is showcasing the Winter Classic jerseys that they're wearing. The more I see those jerseys on my timeline and stuff, the more they'll grow on me. Mainly that like faux the fake throwback Panther logo. Either way, we're still at commercial break here between the Bills and Texans. At commercial break. All right, back from commercial break, start of the second quarter. Allen under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side, going to play action and look to throw. Rolling right, passing right, going to be caught with space. Up past the 40 to about the 42. And a first down for Buffalo to begin the quarter. Dion Dawkins is not in at left tackle. As that was Jackson Hawes on the reception. But yeah, Dion Dawkins on the sideline. He missed the final play of the first quarter as well. That's something to keep an eye on. Allen under center, back behind him. Two receiving options to each side. Ball now on their own 42. Hand off up the middle for James Cook and a bounce it right side with space. Past midfield, past the 45 and out of bounds at the 44. This is a drive that started from their own 5. They're now past midfield. All right. Yeah, Buffalo's just been the more consistent team so far tonight. In part because, again, the Texans' pass game is just not happening, it seems. Allen going to quick throw this left side for Shakir. Trying to bounce it left side, but will lose about 3 with a penalty marker down. Those quick hitters ain't working like they did last week for Buffalo. Dion Dawkins has his helmet on and he's retaking the field after coming out of the medical tent. So whatever it was, he was cleared. And I think whatever penalty it was, they just declined it. So it'll be a second and roughly 13. All right, so Allen in shotgun, back to his right. Two receivers, two receiving options to each side. The second and 13 from the plus 48. Allen looking to throw. Pass over the middle is going to be caught, going to be brought down for about a gain of 10. That is Joshua Palmer on the reception. So a 3rd and 3 coming up. A 3rd and 3. Allen under center, back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Quick pass right side, going to be caught by Shakir, but not going to get enough. He only picks up a yard of the 3 needed, and it's 4th and 2. Good tackling on the outside from Houston. And the Bills will have a choice to make. I imagine they go for it. Though Matt Prater does have a good leg to him, I think he could hit from here. It would be a long kick. Just about 60 yards. Yeah, the offense is on the field. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. They have Ty Johnson lined up in the slot. Allen looking to throw. Has time, pass left side, going to be caught by Ty Johnson. Down to about the 11. Maybe they give him the 9, depending on if he was touchdown or not. But a great throw from Allen, a great catch from Ty Johnson on the slot fade, and the Bills are inside the red zone. Not kind of a slot wheel. Either way, it's beautifully ran and a great adjustment to catch that ball. From a running back, that's a great adjustment. Oh, they're going to say ball on about the 14. Going to hand this off up the middle, and he is met behind the line for a loss of about 3. It's Ty Johnson on the carry. And it'll be a 2nd and 13. All right. A 2nd and 12. They're ruling it. So Allen in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Can motion someone into the backfield. Kind of. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. Allen, the throw. Has some time. Trying to escape, but will be unable to. He's sacked. Back near the 27. It's Will Anderson. And it's a 3rd and long coming up for Buffalo. Okay. Third and long. 10 minutes to play in the first half. It's a 3rd and 22. Allen in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Pressure coming. Allen escapes it to his right. Buying time. Going to throw this right side, and it's incomplete. Looking for Khalil Shakir, who had space but just couldn't hang on to the pass. It's a 4th and 22, and out comes Matt Prater and the field goal unit. Try and make this back to a 6-point game. Oh, Houston has put in Azeez Al-Shaair as a QB spy. Don't hate it. Put in anyone as a QB spy for Allen is a good idea. All right, Matt Prater on for the 44-yard kick. The ball is centered perfectly to make this a 6-point game with about 9.5 to play in the first half. Kick is up, and it is good. $9:35 to play in the first half. We head to a commercial break. And with us heading to a commercial break, I will quickly be right back. All right, I am back. Still at commercial break. Still at commercial break. Waiting for Buffalo to send this back over to Houston after retaking the 6-point lead. As we're just coming back from commercial break, they're showing the remaining schedules for both of these teams. Buffalo still has to play Pittsburgh, New England, and Philly. Houston plays the Colts twice more this season. And the Chiefs and the Chargers. That's a tough 4 of the 6 remaining games. And that's going to be very interesting to see how Houston handles that. All right, cool. Prater going to send this one down. Going to be returned beginning from the 4. Room out past the 20 to the 23. Yeah, with a Houston loss, their playoff probabilities go down to 22%. I kind of need that. Well, I need Jacksonville, Houston, technically Pittsburgh, and the Kansas City to lose this week if Miami's going to somehow claw their way back. Those are like the ideals. All right, Mills under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Mills with time, pass right side, going to be caught with space. Up past the 45 and down to about the 47. That is Nico Collins on the reception, and that is the second completed pass of the night for Houston. It took us this long for Houston to complete 2 passes. Crazy. So Mills under center, back behind him. Going to look to throw once again. Pressure comes quick. He's going to take it himself up the middle. Get past midfield to the 49. A gain of roughly 5. Penalty marker down as well. This might be against Buffalo. As Mills was calling for a face mask after getting up. And yeah, there's definitely a face mask against the Bills there. So personal foul, face mask, and attack on 15 to the end of the run, and an automatic first down. First and 10. Yeah, Davis Mills is 2 for 9 right now. Gee. Mills under center, back and fullback behind him. First and 10 now from the plus 33. Going to end around this one left side with space. Has some decent blocking past the 30 to the 28. A great tackle there from Cole Bishop. Gonna hold him to a gain of roughly 4 or 5. And it's second down, just under 8 minutes to play in the first half. That was Jalen Noel on the carry. Yeah, Cole Bishop's been having a great season. As Mills is under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Pass right side. Has a step, but it's underthrown. Looking for Jaden Higgins. He places that out there more and lofts it over. That's a touchdown. Higgins has a step, but he just did not put enough into it. Maxwell Hairston in coverage. Higgins beats him. Mills just doesn't put enough into it. He places that ball at like the 5-yard line, just inside the hashes. That's a touchdown. All right, so Mills alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, looking to throw. Gonna shovel this one forward and spinning his way for a gain of 4 when they needed 5. That is, I believe, Jalen Noel on the reception. The 4th down, and we'll see what Houston decides to do inside the 15. At about the 14. No, that was Christian Kirk on the reception. And the offense is staying on the field. With 7 minutes to play in the first half. Mills in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle, and he fights through inside the 20 to about the 18. As the ball was on about the 24. That's Woody Marks on the carry. That's some hard-nosed running there. There's hard-nosed running there from Woody Marks. The Bills get some penetration early on that play, but he did not care. All right. Gutsy call from Houston. They convert on 4th and 1. Mills under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Pass left side, gonna be just off the mark. He had Dalton Schultz again, just did not put enough into it. Or slightly underthrows, and Jordan Poyer gets the pass breakup. There was some pretty instant pressure. The running back, who I believe was Woody Marks, picks up this blitzing linebacker really well to give Mills the time to get this ball out. It's just that the left side also got blown up. So Mills had to throw this off his back foot, and that's why it was underthrown. But man, that's now twice on this drive. We've just put a little bit more into it. They have 6. Now Mills to throw in 2nd and 10. Pass right side. It's going to be incomplete. Looking for Nico Collins. Pass was low and behind, but there is a penalty marker down. This might be against Buffalo. It's in the secondary. Illegal contact against the Bills is 5 yards and automatic first down. So the Texans are able to keep this drive going. So a 1st and 10 coming up after the penalty. And yeah, that's clear legal contact. So Mills under center, going to toss this right side. And now he looks to throw, going to flip the field as well and has space. Makes one-man miss inside the 5 and down to about the 3. All right. Turned something out of a hell of a lot of nothing there. I believe that's Jalen Noel on the play. It'll be a 1st and goal. They tossed it right side. I think he was looking to throw. Yeah, he was looking to throw. Just no one open. Decides to flip the field. And maybe if he gets one more block, he's in there clean. But still gets the 1st down. No, that was Xavier Hutchinson on the technically carry. And going to be 2nd and 1. Mills under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to toss this left side for Marks. Going to get brought down at about the line of scrimmage for no gain. Maybe loses a yard. Panthers are going on the power play. All right, still 3rd and 1. Play clock winding down. Are they going to reset the play clock? I assume so. There's now a stoppage. Yeah, they reset the play clock. Okay. So 3rd and 1. Mills going to be, I assume, under center, but they're still not fully broken the huddle yet. As McDermott is talking things through with the refs. And yeah, we just had an extended stoppage because McDermott did not like something. Okay. I assume a Texan is now reporting as eligible, so they're probably going 6 linemen on 3rd and 1. They also reset the game clock to 5:04. All right. So Mills under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle. There's space for the first down. He gets to about the 2-yard line. That's Woody Marks on the carry. And it's 1st and goal for Houston. From the 2. A touchdown ties the game. The extra point will take the 1-point lead. Not great blocking up front, but Woody Marks does the most with it. .420 to play in the first half. Mills in shotgun, back to his right. Handoff up the middle, it's blown up behind the line, but he fights his way to the line of scrimmage. That's Nick Chubb on the carry. Now a 2nd and goal. All right. Mills in shotgun once again, back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right. They're just going to play action looking to throw. Mills pass right side, wide open. Touchdown, Houston. They tied the game. It's Christian Kirk on the reception. And the extra point from Kiami Fairbairn would take the lead as we're all tied up at 9. After a 12-play, 77-yard drive from Houston. That's a real nice drive. Let's see if they can hit the extra point. To give Houston the 1-point lead, it is up, and it is good. With 3:47 to play in the first half, the Texans up by 1. And we head to commercial break. Florida's getting good looks up close. So this Panther Devils game has been 1-0 for like damn near 45 minutes. I think it is the first one. I just pronounced it Kiami. Was it Kaya? What would it be, like Kayami? I've just always pronounced it Kiami. Oh yeah, I'm sure he does. A lot of players like that. Not like a lot of a good chunk of players have weird actual first names. I mean, I think we've discussed this as well, but Tua's full first name, I'm never going to try to pronounce that. Unless he wins a Super Bowl with Miami, I'm not trying to pronounce that full first name. Yeah, it's crazy. As we're still at commercial break. It's always like the apostrophes in names always find ways to trip me up as well, like, especially in first names. Last names, they tend to make sense more often than not, but in apostrophes in a first name, I need to hear it quite a few times for me to get it right. And when it's a kicker's name, you don't hear it that often. Yeah, it's just not gonna happen anytime soon. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or it's just you say your full first name and other people think you're summoning some kind of demon and shit. And so we're just getting back from commercial break. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 2 or 3. Room out past the 20 and to about the 26. Hey, is Ray Davis on the return? I feel like he should have a bigger role in this Bills offense as well. He did last year. Just this year not as much. He's kind of been regulated to the return game. As you see what Josh Allen can do on this next drive, looking to retake the lead. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Play action looking to throw. Has time, pass right side is tipped, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, the 25 to 20, and breaking one tackle. Trying makes people miss the 15 to 10, the 5. It's a pick 6 for Houston, but there's a penalty down. That is Josh Allen's, 4th interception in the past 3 games? There is a penalty, so I don't think it'll stand as a pick 6. But this is definitely going to stand as an interception. Yeah, it's a blindside block against Houston, so it will still stand as an interception. But we mentioned early on in this game, like on the first drive, that yeah, Houston defense will score in this game, it feels. And it's Azeez Al-Shaair who tips this one up. And directly into the hands of his teammate. Houston's the broadcast was just showing a stat package about this Houston defense and the amount of interceptions they've had over the past few years. That's fun. Yes, they don't get points, but they get the ball. Because the penalty was on the return of the interception and not while the ball was there or while Allen had it, the actual outcome of the place, the interception stands, but it's a spot foul from the blindside block. The Texans defense, 11 interceptions, and they've only given up 10 passing touchdowns this year. Handoff up the middle, it's going to lose about 3 as they start with ball from the plus 20. It was Kalen Bullock who intercepted the tipped pass from Allen. But after the loss of about 3, it's going to be a 2nd and 13. 4 in 3 games for Josh Allen. Mills quick pass left side's going to lose even more yards. And actually, this drive started from the 30, so they went backwards on the first play. Then Matt Milano blows up the swing pass. It's now 3rd and long from the 38. They've just been going backwards on this. It's a 3rd and 17. The Bills defense did this last week. An interception or a turnover occurred. The defense held strong, only held Tampa to a field goal, and it helped get them a lot of momentum back. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Mills in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw. Has time, pass over the middle, going to be caught with space. Past the 30, down to about the 25. Not enough for the first. That's Nico Collins on the reception, and we head to the 2-minute warning, as the Texans will probably have to settle for a field goal as they go 3 and out. They go 3 and out. Wasted opportunity thanks to the blindside block penalty. If that would have been a pick 6, we're talking about a severely different game. And that's an 8-point lead instead of what's going to be a 4-point lead. Like it's a different game. We're at commercial break for the 2-minute warning. It was under 2 minutes to play in the Panthers-Devils game right now. Panthers still holding on to that 1-0 lead that they got from Sam Reinhart earlier. We'll see. We're still at commercial break. I imagine Houston just kicks the field goal and banks off this and tries to ride this incredible defense that they have. We'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be like a 4th and 5. I don't think you can go for it from that spot. All right, just getting back from commercial break. And yep, out comes the field goal unit. A 43-yard kick from the right hash. Make this a 4-point game. It is up, and it is right down the middle. So they get something out of the interception, not the touchdown that it would have been if not for the penalty. But it's still points. Obviously, you had really good. You started from the plus 30. You went 3 and out. Not the greatest. The Bills get some momentum back off of it, but your defense is still riding hot. As we await the kickoff and Josh Allen to retake the field. Meanwhile, there's a minute to play in this Panthers-Devils game. The Devils have an empty net, which Florida very up and down in terms of going against an empty net. Can't score on it consistently, which is weird. There we go, Bob. Kickoff underway in Houston. Going to be returned beginning from the 2. Room out past the 20, 25, past the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. The kicker to beat. And that's Ray Davis. 25-20. He is gone. The Bills respond with a 98-yard kick return touchdown. That is how it's done. Wow. Ray Davis. I was saying after the last kickoff that I wanted to see Ray Davis get more involved in the offense for Buffalo like he had last year. Turns out relegating him to kick return duty, not that bad of an idea either. He gives Buffalo the lead with 1:43 to play in the first half. Just wow. Matt Prater on for the extra point to make it a 3-point game. It is up, and it is good. He hits it this time. Bills have a 3-point lead, just like that. Yeah, what? Right as you were calling for it, Ray Davis answers. Nice spin move. Man. The former Kentucky Wildcat. It's a very accidental spin move, but it works wonders. As now Buffalo needs to kick this off. 20 seconds remain. Come on, just hold on. If somehow Marshy can get the empty net. Desperation. Cool. Panthers hang on to win against New Jersey. Fuck yeah. Is that 3 straight now? No. At least 2 straight. Either way, another shutout win for Bobrovsky. Hell yeah. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 5. Can Houston now replicate it? Trying to flip field on this. Past the 20, past the 20, no, to about the 25. Not as great of a return that Ray Davis just had, but still pretty solid. Just wow. This game already has kind of had it all. And we're not even at halftime yet. It's had missed kicks. It's had interceptions that should have been pick sixes. It's had Davis Mills throwing left side up past the 30 to the 32. That's Christian Kirk on the reception. Under 1.5 minutes to play. Clock continuing to roll. We're at about 1 minute to play now in the first half. Mills in shotgun, looking to throw once again. Pass over the middle. It's going to be caught. Breaks off a tackle and gets tripped up near the 48. That's Nico Collins on the reception. And he's slow to get up. He took a pretty hard hit there at the catch point. I imagine that will cause Houston to waste a timeout here, but they probably would have called it anyway. Cole Bishop laying the wood. That's a nice hit there. And then, yeah, he trips up Christian Kirk afterwards, barely. Otherwise, not Christian Kirk, Nico Collins. Otherwise, Collins has nothing but green grass in front of him. It would have been a foot race. That, to be fair, with the injury, I'm not sure he would have won that foot race, but still. We're at commercial break for an injury timeout. Ray Davis is a savior. I'm sure Kentucky fans would agree with that. He played great for Kentucky a few years back. Yep, add commercial break. All right. Oh, yeah, is this Dick's Sporting Goods commercial where Draymond Green gets put on the naughty list? That's- I have to admit that's good. Yeah. I mean, Joe Burrow is looking like he's coming back Sunday. Maybe the Bengals have some magic in them. You have the Texans lose tonight. You have the Patriots somehow losing on Sunday. Something might be brewing there. As we're just coming back from commercial break. Also, I think CJ Stroud will be back probably next week anyway. So when that happens, it's no longer General Mills over there. Yeah. Mills looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass left side, going to be caught past the 45 and down to the 42. That's Dalton Schultz on the reception. And is that a Bill slow to get up? Yeah. Is that Christian Benford holding his left shoulder? Either way, Houston calls their second timeout. For some reason, I cannot get Terrell Bernard and Christian Benford's jersey numbers in my head. Even though one wears 8 and one wears 47, I believe. Yeah, that was Christian Benford. Okay. NBC was showing an In the Hunt graphic on Sunday night that had Miami in it. If only Amazon did the same just now. Yeah, if this game wasn't Thursday night, he would have returned this week. As Mills looks to throw, pass over the middle is caught with space. Christian Kirk, the 25 to 20, the 15 to 10, and brought down right around the 7. I would imagine if not this week, it would be next week. Because who does Houston even play next? Wait, they have the Colts next week, right? Yeah. Ooh. Okay. 1st and goal, clock rolling. Mills in shotgun, looking to throw. Quick pass left side, going to be caught, but can't get his feet in. It's incomplete. Looking for Jaden Higgins. 9 seconds remain in the first half. You can run one more play. Hayden's next week. Is that their? That's not their Saints week. Hold on. It would be week 13. Yeah, no, that's not. Jacksonville. Okay. That I would be honestly glad if Jacksonville lose that. That would help Miami out a lot. Especially if Jacksonville loses this week as well. And there's a Texans slow to get up after the play as well. There's 9 seconds left in the first half. A second goal from about the 7. I imagine Houston just runs one more quick play, then sends out the field goal unit. Yeah. After Jacksonville, Tennessee has Cleveland. That could be a winnable one, depending on who's the quarterback for Cleveland that week. And also like how well Schroeder plays in the 2 weeks following it, if it is him for that long. Which I was going through some of the Sunday games today, thinking about what the schedule would be like for Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live with a 4 o'clock game. None of them just really catch my eye. If any of them, it would be Philly and Dallas, but even then, it's just like an egg game to me. We'll see. Mills looks to throw in second and goal. Passed over the middle is caught. Touchdown Houston with 5 seconds to play in the half. They retake the lead, but there's a penalty. It's Jaden Higgins on the reception. I imagine this is a unnecessary roughness on Buffalo. In which case, Houston might decide to go for 2. He has a defensive pass interference. So that one they're forced to decline. And Houston retakes the lead right before the half. Yeah. I think I could see the Titans getting 2 more wins. Either way, the Titans are in a great spot. Because they're going to have a top 5 pick. They could trade back if they're in the top half of the top 5. As the extra point is up and good. Like, if they're sitting top 3, they could trade back. If they're at 4 or 5, you have guys there to be able to draft that can massively improve that team. So Tennessee is going to be in a good spot for the future. They just need to figure out what their identity is and who their coach is. The Bills get ball to begin the second half. There's 5 seconds remaining in the first half. I doubt they let Ray Davis return this. They're probably just going to kick it out the back of the end zone. We'll see. Taking the time to get to this kickoff. All right, 5 seconds remain. Kickoff is going to be, yep, down in the end zone for a touchback. Do you let Allen try a desperation heave, or do you just need this to halftime? Either way, again, the Bills get ball to begin the second half. It's been a relatively even split, surprisingly. Yeah, and then there's some resistance there. And yeah, Josh Allen's gonna need this one to halftime. So a very entertaining first half. Houston is playing surprisingly better than I thought they would in this game. Buffalo is being Buffalo. I can't be too surprised with the Bills right now. But we're at halftime. The Bills get ball to begin the second half. So they're sitting fine. Right at halftime. And yeah, the Panther game wrapped up. What's going on like the NBA and any other NHL games right now? Okay, the Grizzlies are dominating the Kings. Can't say I'm too surprised. Yes, the Magic won. I'm not an Orlando Magic fan. It's just I'm close enough to Orlando to where I can get half off Papa John's every time the Magic win. I might do that tomorrow. I very well might. We'll see though. Probably. Especially if that Seahawks Titans game is a blowout. Yeah, I could totally see that being like the murder game for Tennessee. We'll see. We always have a full Sunday slate to play. As we're at commercial break for halftime. Sorry, say Drake. I say Drake Main 87 overall now in Madden. God damn. I mean, I get it, but damn. As we're at halftime. Yeah. Uh, if Joe Burrow is playing on Sunday, that makes that game so much more interesting. I still don't think it changes the outcome because the whole point of that game is can Cincy's defense make a stop? But Burrow being back and ideally now allowing the offense to score more consistently, even with Jamar Chase being out, I think Cincy has a good chance. I want the Patriots to lose as well. Again, I can stand the Buffalo because over the past 5-6 years or however long Allen has dominated the AFC East. Yeah, they've dominated the AFC East, but they haven't done anything in the playoffs. So I don't really care. I think Josh Allen is easier for me to root for than Tom Brady was. Like the Patriots were not only dominating the division, they were also just dominating the league. So it made me so I have more hatred towards them. So yeah, I would rather I'd rather the Patriots stumble at some point. I want to see the Bills go 0-5 in Super Bowls. That's what I want to see. I think it's funny that they went. It's one thing to go 0-4 in Super Bowls. 'Cause, I mean, the Vikings are also 0-4. It's another to go to 4 straight and lose them all. That's a little bit more a little bit more heartbreaking. Because that is you were set up for a dynasty and you just could not capitalize at all. I think the only one of those four that was like pretty close was the first one because that was the Scott Norwood game. But I know that against Dallas they got handled pretty well. I think against Washington they did as well. But yeah, I would like to see the Bills go 0-5. At the same time, I think it'd also just be funny if the Bills don't even get close and they like miss the play. They're gonna make the playoffs. But if they somehow miss the playoffs this year, I think that would also be funny. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what like the fan reactions are. Like every fan reacts for the week stuff. Like I know he takes a lot of what the fans actually say online and account to those. That's cool. Yeah, but still at halftime. Yep, at commercial break. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is a solid 200 yards ahead of James Cook entering this week. I don't get it. The Colts this year is just a pure enigma. Yep, at commercial break. If the Chiefs lose on Sunday and it's because of like a bad penalty or two, like I could see that happening. I wish I picked the Colts to win. I think. I know Daniel Jones like found his way onto the injury report today. I don't think it's anything severe. I think he was. I think he'll be just fine for Sunday. But still, that's gonna be interesting. Oh yeah, yeah. Because next week being Thanksgiving, Thursday does not have any Amazon games, but Friday does for Black Friday. It's gonna be Eagles and Bears. It's actually a really solid game. I will be live for that one. Also, I think because of going live for Bears Eagles, I'm going to probably stream the Colts Chiefs game at 1 o'clock on Sunday. That's the direction I'm leaning. And also because of Thanksgiving next week, that's part of the reason why I'm not sure if I'll do a 4 o'clock game, so I can just have more time to work on power rankings and predictions. As I want to make sure I get those prepared before I leave where I'm at for Thanksgiving. We'll see though. If one of those games really starts to stand out to me, then I'll go live for it. But I won't. That'll be like a last minute decision. All right, so at commercial break, we await the start of the second half. Buffalo gets ball to begin the second half. You never know. The Bills already have one kick return in this game for 6. Will the second half start that way? We'll see. We have at commercial break. Is it a BO7 commercial? It is. Yeah, I doubt it'll be another kick return touchdown. It would be funny. But most likely, yeah, they're most likely a scoring drive. The Bills in the second half. They find ways to turn it on. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, because like so in terms of like how I look at Sunday slates and what to go live with, typically it has to be a 4:25 game. Because if I go live at 1 o'clock, that typically runs past the kickoff to the 4 or 5 games. So it's either Eagles, Cowboys, or Falcons, Saints. And Falcons Saints is just not going to be a good game with Michael Penix not playing, and potentially Drake London. So that's off the table. I only want to watch one more Saints game this season, and that's when they play Miami. Eagles Cowboys has potential. At the same time, the Eagles offense hasn't done a lot this season. The Eagles defense is a really good defense. Going against the Cowboys offense is inconsistent. I don't see that being a great game. But I could always, go to sleep one night and wake up being like, the Eagles might dominate. I'm going to want to watch them. I mean, again, 10-10, Tennessee played the Texans well last week. Different matchup entirely, but you never know. There's a reason it's every given Sunday. As we're just coming back from halftime. But again, I think Tennessee will win about 2, maybe 3 more games this year. I doubt they finish this season 1-16. And even if they do, they can just trade back and get a ton of capital from the Jets. As the second half kickoff is underway, this is going to be returned from about 6 yards deep into the end zone, and he slips and gets tagged down at the 20. Not a great idea. They lost about 15 yards on the return, and they'll start from there. I mean, you can't have them never play each other again because you have the alternating divisional schedule every year, every year or so. How about a tie then? If the Seahawks and Titans tie. Allen in shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the right. 1st and 10, going to hand this off up the middle, and that is a gain of only a yard. No. I'm probably gonna have that game and a bunch of others on in the background during the 1 o'clock slate anyway, which means I actually need to charge my iPad. Anything short of a 70-20 game for Seattle on Sunday is embarrassing. Allen in shotgun back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. Shift in the back to his right as well as they're going to look to throw. Allen with time, pass over the middle, caught by a wide open Jackson Haws. Room past the 35 and down to the 39. You never know. Again, Seattle has put up 38 points in a half twice this season. Yeah, I still think Cam Ward is the guy in Tennessee. That's why if they have a top 3 pick, they could trade back with a team that needs a quarterback, and especially the Jets, who have so many first-round picks. If the Jets are really dedicated and getting like Fernando Mendoza, they're gonna trade a lot of those picks to move up, even if it is like 2 or 3 spots. Allen in shotgun back to his left, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Stepping up, trying to take it himself, will be brought down for only a yard, up to the 40. Yeah, and that's a fair way of handling it. That's why, like, the reason why Miami was able to get 70 against Denver is because that game at the half was like 20-13. It was a close game at the half. It was the second half where we just started to run away with it. It's you if you want to score that many points, you need a close first half and a dominant second. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 9 is going to get about 2 or 3 there for James Cook. It just hell yeah, cool. I just got an email from PlayStation about a beta that I signed up for. I was not expecting to get access to. That's cool. Allen to throw in 3rd and 6. Gonna step up, avoids 1 sack, trying to find some time rolling left. Still looking, trying to flip the field back towards the right. Somehow trying to escape, but gonna be brought down back near the 24. That's a loss of like 16, Josh. Come on. Will Anderson on the sack. And the Bills will punt. And in total on that drive, they gained like 4 yards because of it. Yeah. I think there's no way Darnold's going to play that bad again this week. Mainly because the Titans defense is good, but nowhere near the level of the Rams defense. And also, the game plan is going to be different. Probably going to focus a little bit more on the ground, I would imagine. All right, punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 31. Yeah, it was stupid mistakes, but also Rams defense and the stupid mistakes. But they kind of go hand in hand. Oh, that preview window is still going to be. Give me a second. Get that set up. Probably not the best idea to do it now, but fuck it. As we're at commercial break. Yeah, because again, it was a 2-point loss, and it's against a really good defense, and you're going to have a down game when you've been playing as consistently as Darnold has been all year. It's a good thing that it happened now against the Rams instead of in the playoffs like it happened last year. But also, it's funny, you look back to last year, Sam Darnold has had 3 bad games, we can confidently say, in the NFL in the past year and a half. All 3 of those are against the Rams. I just think the Rams have his number. Yeah. And yeah, again, McVay and a lot most defensive coaches and most coaches around the league have respect for Sam Darnold. That's no doubt in my mind about that. And it's fair. Like he's a I want to see. Yeah, he's a pretty likable guy. He's a pretty likable player. As we're just coming back from commercial break. Yeah, he's the way he speaks to the media is how people kind of like wanted Zach Wilson to speak to media. It's just, Zach Wilson was a different coaching staff when he was with the Jets compared to when Darnold was. And also Darnold haven't had that experience with Shanahan in San Francisco. Zach Wilson would say some things to the media that was just really questionable. Mills under center. Play action looking to throw. Pressure comes quick. Dump off left side to Nick Chubb. Gonna get past the 40 and tripping down to about the 43, 44. Yeah, and especially when you're the quarterback and you're the leader of a team, you're being humble and being able to take responsibility for losses and be able to dish out credit for wins comes with the nature of playing the position. Also, there was a penalty on that previous play. The 1st and 15, I assume it was an ineligible man downfield. So Mills in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Rolling to his right, passing right, going to be caught, and that is a loss of about a yard. Back to about, what's that, the 20 now for Nick Chubb? Yeah, and it leads to your teammates wanting to play harder for you. Which is why media awareness for quarterbacks it's an important facet of the position. Oh, and there's Terrell Bernard slow to get up for Buffalo after the play. Seemed like a little friendly fire there as Matt Milano hits him in the arm while making the tackle on Nick Chubb. We're going to head to a commercial break. Yeah, exactly. It's that mindset that I wouldn't necessarily say separates the elite from the great because, again, 99% of quarterbacks in the league have that mindset. If you're going to be an NFL quarterback, it's going to be because you've had that mindset most if not all of your career. But the NFL quarterbacks that don't have that mindset, more often than not, don't last long. Which is why, part of the reason why, the Tua situation this year has been kind of back and forth. Because you have some weeks where he does have that mindset and he does, handle the media properly. And then you have other weeks where it's just what is this dude talking about? As we're still at commercial break. It wasn't like he was necessarily blaming. There's a difference between blaming and not taking responsibility and not being accountable. There was that one moment about the player meetings that he was definitely blaming, and that was definitely weird. But a lot of it was just he wasn't being fully accountable during some of the losses this season. He wasn't blaming other people. He was just kind of back and you kind of just kind of being standoffish with the media, and that's not how you really want your starting quarterback to handle things. He's been better the past few weeks. To be fair, Miami has also won 3 of the last 4, so it's kind of a different situation. But yeah, it's shy of a mess right now, or a complete mess. We'll see how the rest of the season plays out. I think that will decide a lot of things. All right, 2nd and 16 coming up for Houston as we're just coming back from commercial break. 10:27 to play in the second. Yeah, 10:27 to play in the third quarter. Oh yeah, Wilson as well. Yeah, Mills looking to throw in 2nd and 16, rolling to his right, gonna get past the 30 and out of bounds near the 33. Oh yeah, Zach Wilson was 100% blaming teammates to the media as well. He was 100% was. Holding against Houston's the call going to be a 2nd and like 26 coming up. Russell Wilson. No, Russell Wilson wasn't blaming teammates at all. Russell Wilson, I mean, there might have been times in like Seattle, but for the most part, from what I can remember, I don't think he was necessarily going after teammates. Russell Wilson has been a pretty humble guy most of his career. Was he in Seattle? Damn. I guess it would also explain why they just fed up with him towards the end. Gonna hand this off up the middle on 2nd and 26, past the 20 to about the 24 there for Woody Marks. I do not remember a lot of. I also don't really pay attention to post-game press conferences outside of Miami's, unless like it gets massive media attention, and most of the Seattle ones during his back half tenure didn't. All right, 3rd and 16 coming up. Mills in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw, just going to throw this at the feet right side of Woody Marks. Was initially going for a quick screen left side, but that got blown up instantly. So we shifted to the right. There's a penalty marker down as well. It's going to be against Houston, probably for an eligible man downfield or intentional ground, whatever. It's going to be declined either way. But the Texans basically go 3 and out while killing like 3 minutes of time. Yeah, an eligible man downfield, that will be declined. So they'll punt this one away. Yeah, I remember the favoritism for Pete Carroll. I do definitely remember that. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 17-ish. Trying to flip the field right side. We brought down back near the 12. About a loss of 7 or 8. A loss of about 5 or 6 on that punt return. There was a penalty marker down as well. This will probably be against Buffalo. So they're going to start well backed up in their own territory. Yeah, because he's definitely a lot more. To be fair, he also got benched twice in New York. And then the Denver tenure did not go well after the whole like. I definitely remember a lot more of the weird media and kind of like unwilling to take accountability, more so from his Denver tenure than Seattle, but also as an AFC team, so I keep up with that a bit more. Yeah, it is like weird that Russ never won MVP, but at the same time, if you would ask me to pick between Russ and Drew Brees to give an MVP to, I am picking Drew Brees 10 times out of 10. So there is that. Also, that the penalty was holding against the Bills, so they're gonna start this drive well backed up in their own territory. But that's been another video I've been meaning to work on, is because Drew Brees had really one true opportunity to win MVP, and that was 2009. I have access to pretty much every single game from the 2009 season. I'm tempted to go back and watch all of those of Drew Brees and Peyton Manning to see who I think really deserved it. I'm very tempted to go back and do that kind of video. We'll see. I think that would be a fun thing to do. So ball on their own 10-yard line. Allen under center. Back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion right to left. Allen hands this off up the middle for James Cook, who's going to get about 4. Was Russ ever even in MVP voting throughout his career? He didn't even win Super Bowl MVP. That was Malcolm Smith, I think was his name. And it was a defensive player, which makes sense. All right, Allen under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right, man in motion right to left. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right, trying to buy some time. Going to throw this at the feet of Jackson Hawes. So a 3rd and 6 coming up. Yeah, no, Russ never even got votes for MVP, and that's completely fair. All right, 3rd and 6. Allen in shotgun. A back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Needing the 20-yard line. Allen to throw. Has some time. Looking left. Trying to escape, but unable to. Sacked at the 8. It's Danielle Hunter, the former Viking, on the sack. And the Bills go 3 and out. Well, this Houston defense just feels like it's wasted this season. Even though they're still very much in the playoff hunt and everything, it feels like that this defense is just wasted. Yeah, Darnold is a great contrast to Russ. Punt comes off clean, going to be fair caught at the 46. The Bills are at 160 yards of offense right now. That is easy. All right, we head to a commercial break. At commercial break. Yeah, because it's one bad game on the season against a really good defense. Darnold should not be faulted too much for that. Especially with it being a close game at the end. Like, it's just simply win the next meeting. It's your first time playing each other that year. It was in LA, a place that Darnold does not have the best of lucks in. I think Darnold will be just fine going the rest of the way. All right, add commercial break. All right, 7.5 to play in the third quarter. Just coming back from commercial break to see if Houston can extend this lead. There's a ref over on the sideline with his hat off for some reason. Not quite sure why. Oh, what? Hold on. The head ref of tonight's game got hurt? No shot. I should not be laughing. Are you kidding me? The head ref of this game either tore his Achilles or his ACL on the punt. That is insane. He was in the end zone as the punt happened, as he was stepping. As he was stepping to go get a better look at stuff, he felt he felt something in his leg. That's crazy. How does that happen? Handoff up the middle on 1st and 10, gonna get about 2 or 3 for Woody Marks. As there's a Bill slow to get up. That's Maxwell Hairston slow to get up. Injuries everywhere tonight. What the fuck? What is happening? It's just, everyone's getting hurt tonight. Yeah. Yeah, Sam Darnold has grown as a great leader since entering the league. It didn't work out with the Jets, and you had to go elsewhere to kind of like get those final touches in. But he's basically the future in Seattle. He's still relatively young. He's not 30 yet. He's still relatively young. You could probably get like 4 or 5 great years out of him before having to kind of shift focus to someone else. I think he signed a 3-year deal, which honestly might be perfect to length. Like Darnold's gonna have good success in Seattle. Yeah, because Allen got banged up earlier in this game as well. So he might still be dealing with that. There's just a lot of people getting banged up in this one. We'll see. We're at commercial break due to the injury timeout. Yeah, referee Adrian Hill suffered a non-contact injury. Had to be started off. That's crazy. How? Just how? Ugh. Still at commercial break. All right. Hairston's up. He's walking in his own power to the medical tent. Hopefully nothing too severe there. 3rd and 7. 2nd and 7, I mean, for Houston. 7:16 to play in the 3rd quarter. See if this Texans offense can do anything. Mills under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball just shy in midfield. Mills going to hand this off right side with space. Pass midfield to about the 45, maybe 46. Going to set up a more manageable 3rd down. That is Woody Marks on the carry. And now Woody Marks is slow to get up. 3 straight plays with someone getting hurt. What is this game? What is this game? if there has been any Thursday night football game to prove why Thursday night football should not be a thing anymore, this is the one. With the sheer amount of people getting hurt in this game, even if they're not severe injuries, the fact that they're getting hurt at all. Like, 3 straight plays? Crazy. All right, Marks is up on the sideline. Was able to walk through under his own power. That's great to see. Now 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Mills in shotgun, back to his left, going to hand this off up the middle for Nick Chubb. He's going to get stood up at the line for no gain. It's a 3 and out for Houston. Maybe they decide to go for it. Just under 6.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. With how well your defense has been playing, just punt this. And yeah, Terrell Bernard, he has his right arm in a sling. He's probably done for the night. Which has a tough blow to the Bills secondary. Plus now Maxwell Hairston's also banged up. And yeah, the Texans are going to punt this one away. A false start going to be against Houston as Maxwell Hairston is heading towards the locker room. False start against Houston, going to push them back 5, create more room for Tommy Townsend with just under 6 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Fourth and 7 now. Trying to pin the Bills deep. The punt comes off clean. And it's going to be fair caught at about the 7 or 8. And Josh Allen takes the field, trying to retake this lead. Oh, were they? Oh, they were trying to fake it on 4th and 2, and that's how they got the false start. And thus they were forced to punt. Okay. So 1st and 10 from their own 8. Allen under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff up the middle for James Cook is going to get it past the 10 to about the 11. Bills are going to need to drive here relatively soon. Second and 6. He ruled it a gain of 4. Allen in shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. Allen to throw. As time, pass over the middle is going to be caught up to roughly the 15 for Khalil Shakir. Going to be a 3rd and 3 coming up. Third and 3. Allen in shotgun. 4 receiving options to the right. Ball on the 15. They need the 18. Play clock winding down. Allen making adjustments at the line. Going to look to throw. Has time. Pass left side. Can he be caught? And ball comes loose. It's picked up by Houston. Past the 25 and down to the 23. The second turnover of the game for the Bills. And the Texans are in prime position to extend this lead. Yep, as it stands, it's gonna be Houston ball on the fumble by Khalil Shakir. He definitely takes enough steps with possession of the ball for that to be a fumble. It's Kalen Bullock forcing it loose. That's a beautiful hit to force that ball loose. Just wow. Yeah. All right, so Mills under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle. Pips room inside the 20 to about the 16. That was Jalen Reed on the fumble recovery. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Can this Bills defense force a field goal once again, just like they did off the interception? I don't get Buffalo, man. Like you go from the Miami game and playing rough. Then you have a great performance against a great performance. You have a really solid performance against the Buccaneers. But it was Josh Allen doing a lot. And then you're falling up short against the Texans. Handoff up the middle, going to get roughly no gain on the play, right back to about the 20. It'll be a 3rd and 3. All right, 3rd and 2. Mills under center, back behind them. 3 receiving options to the right. They have an extra lineman in the game. Mills going to hand this off up the middle and going to fight his way for the first. It's Woody Davis getting to about the 11. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Woody Marks, man, he's running well. Gonna give it to him once again up the middle, and he's going to slip and be brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Is the idea for the pins for it to be on like one side of the purse, or you can just like completely cover it? Mills in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left. Gonna motion someone into the backfield to his left as the play clock's winding down with a minute and a half to play in the third. Ball on the 11. And the play clock will wind down and expire. It's a delay of game on the Texans. Okay. I see. And yeah, delay of game on Houston. So we're 2nd and 15. Yeah, Terrell Bernard ruled out with an elbow injury. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Mills alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, looking to throw from the 16. As time passes, tipped and incomplete. Nearly still caught there, but A hit forces it loose. 3rd and 15. Yeah. Yeah, it's tipped at the line. Good job getting up for that one. All right, a minute to play in the 3rd. Miller's in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Pass left side, can he be caught? Has some space, past the 10 and to about the 8. Not enough for the first down. It's the 4th down coming up. So the Bills defense holds again after a turnover and having some really rough field position. Okay, yeah, that's fair. All right, 26-yard kick from the left hash. Just about 20 seconds to play in the 3rd. The kick is up and is right down the middle. Houston has a 7-point lead. Yeah. Brand, yeah, obviously, like, certain brands, it was, like, it's different for me. Where, like, the brands I kind of, like, even, like, really have interest in are more so, like, video games and sports related. But, like, yeah, like, I don't care a lot about brands in terms of, like, apparel and stuff. And I know, like, a lot of people have their issues with Fanatics. I don't care. If I want to buy a jersey, I'll just get a jersey. If I don't really care, like, who makes it. Obviously, I want to be, like, an officially licensed one. But, like, I don't care if it's Fanatics. I don't care if it's what's that? Where's my favorite? The Ravens and the Raiders are. I think it's. Oh, I have the website here. Like, Fanatics is like the main one. The other one is Mitchell and Ness, which they have done. Like, their jerseys are really high quality, but at the same time, they're also really expensive. So it's like, yeah, a brand doesn't matter as long as the stuff's quality. I don't care how noteworthy the brand is. Yeah, exactly. Also, like that. That's why, like, the one thing I'll give a simplistic design mindset credit is when it's simplistic in a way that doesn't tell what the brand is. And kickoff is going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo will begin from the 35. Like, I've mentioned this before. I have 3 shirts from Soul Runner, which is Tyreek's Hill brand. And I think only really one of the shirts really points out that it's Soul Runner. But the 2 others, like, you would not know unless you knew that brand by heart. You would not know what brand it is. And I love that kind of design where it can just be like any old shirt made by anyone. Like that's the kind of stuff I like. Yeah, like that whole era when like Supreme was really popular. Like, I never could buy into that. Allen is stacked on the first play of the drive back at the 16. A screaming safety gets into the backfield for the sack, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. This Texans offense, holy man. This Texans offense is everywhere. 15 minutes remains, a 7-point Texans lead. Can this defense stand tall for Houston in the final 15? We'll see after the commercial break. He still has his website. He doesn't have the pop-up shop anymore that I got the shirts from. But yeah, he still has his website. I think there might be like different designs up there now, and those are like discontinued, but I don't care enough. Yeah, at commercial break. Yeah, and also like if the brand logo and or design of the brand is like dumb to begin with, like, there's no like you can have a brand logo design that is still pretty clean to wear. And again, like the average person wouldn't really think of it as a brand logo. Those are the ones I'm fine with. Those are the ones that, like, if you plaster them on a shirt, I'm fine with. The issue is like 95% of brands don't have that kind of logo to be doing that with. Well, yeah, but like technically, like that the word mark is technically a logo as well for the company. It's weird. But like, that obviously falls into the same pocket. There's a not a sportswear, but like a a college merch website called Home Field Apparel. Some of their designs are really clean, and the best thing about them is they don't have the home field brand on all of them. It's purely like that college that you can be getting it for. I mean, I was tempted to get one of their UCF jackets. The issue is it does not get cold enough in Florida for it to be like a reasonable purchase because I'll wear it like 3 times out of the year. Maybe still though, because when it rains, that could be helpful. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, yeah. It is. Back from the commercial break, Allen and shotgun back to his left, through 2 receivers to each side. 2nd and 18. Going to look to throw. Pass over the middle, caught by James Cook. He's going to trip and get brought down near the 31. So a 3rd and long coming up. Yeah. All right, so 3rd and 13. Allen in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the 32, looking to throw. The Texans send 4. They get pressure in quick. Allen escapes to his right. Gonna take it himself. Has room. The 40 gets the first. Oh, wait. He slides down. It'll depend on the spot. He might have slid just short. Either way, it'll be a 4th and inches. You can just QB sneak that with Allen and be just fine. That's something Josh Allen has not really utilized a lot today, and that's his scramble ability. But Houston has done a great job at limiting that. But you would like to see Josh Allen use his legs a bit more to pick up first downs like that. So it's 1st and 10. Allen in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. Allen to throw. Quick pass right side, going to be caught for a gain of about 3. I believe that's Reggie Gallman on the reception. The fullback lined up as a tight end there. Yeah, and it's a different. It might be a technically lower quality, but there's a different feel to those pins compared to a generic brand, a company's generic pins. There's a different level of pride to be having those. Allen gonna hand this off left side for James Cook. Pass midfield, enough for a first down and more. The 35 and out of bounds near the 33. About time James Cook breaks another one. And that was Reggie Gillum on the reception on the previous play to set up the 28-yard run from James Cook. All right, this feels like this could be the drive. Ball on the 32. Allen under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Man in motion, right to left. Allen going to give this to James Cook once again. He gets past the 30 to about the 29. Exactly. They They mean more to you, and that's the important stuff. All right, 2nd and 7. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. Man in motion, right to left. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. The give to James Cook. He's going to fall forward to about the 25. Yeah, it's just better. Just straight up better. 3rd and 2 coming up for Buffalo. And that's why I could totally understand why like other creators and stuff have so much pride wearing their own merch, because it's like, yeah, you did that. You got to the point where you could make that, and it's cool. Gonna hand this off left side for James Cook on 3rd and 2, and he's not gonna get it. Maybe picks up a yard, but just not gonna be enough. It's a 4th down coming up. And Buffalo will have a choice to make here. You could, in theory, just like have Allen take it himself here and be fine, because he should be able to get a yard. But we'll see. The offense is staying on the field. 10:20 to play in the game. A big time 4th down here. And they give it to James Cook, and he's just not going to get it. They lose about 2. I do not like that decision. If you're not going to keep it in the hands of your MVP, why run the play? It's a 4th and 1. You mean to tell me Josh Allen can't get a 4th and 1? And that drive ends in nothing. I just do not agree with handing the ball off to James. James Cook is a great back. He has been playing great. He's over 1,000 yards on the year already. On 4th and 1, down by 7 in the 4th, the ball needs to stay in Josh Allen's hands. He won MVP last year. He should be able to get a yard on a QB sneak, or even a QB power or QB draw. He should be able to get that yard. If you're going to give it to James Cook, you might as well kick the field goal. We're at commercial break. At commercial break. I mean, this Bills defense should be able to get them one more chance. Should be able to get them at least another chance or two to tie this game. But man, like the Bills just don't have it this year. Yes, they're 7 and 3. Yes, they're in the playoff picture right now. They don't have it this year. The defense isn't there like it needs to be. The offense is too inconsistent. Because they had a good running game. They had a good run game tonight. There's just injuries in the pass catcher room. The offensive line was not playing great. They're going against a great defense in Houston. When you get to the playoffs, you're going to be going against all the other great defenses. Oh, Allen was on the sideline pissed after that, saying, "What are we doing?" And I cannot fault him. The ball should have been in his hands in that play. Mills under center, going to hand this off right side, and that's going to be a gain of about a yard for, I believe, Woody Marks on the carry. What's the Bills' remaining schedule is not the easiest, right? So if they fall in this game, Pittsburgh, Cincy, New England, Cleveland, Philly, and New York. Philly and New England are going to be really tough games. Pittsburgh, maybe, and Cincy's a maybe. There's a world where Buffalo finished the season 10-7. Mills to throw in 2nd and 9. Pass left side is going to be dropped. Adam Mann just couldn't hang on to it. 3rd and 9 coming up. Under 9.5 to play in the game. Third and 9. Mills was looking for Cade Stover on that previous play. Now Mills in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw once again. Pressure comes quick. Trying to escape. Breaks off 1 sack and going to be able to throw this one away right side. I'm not sure if he got to the line of scrimmage or not with that pass. Either way, it's going to be a 3 and out because either intentional grounding or just incomplete. Cole Bishop with a nicely timed blitz up the middle. Just couldn't quite get home. And the Bills defense does their job. That's the key thing. The Bills defense does their job. They give the ball back to the offense and Josh Allen with plenty of time left. If the Bills can't close out this game, there's going to be questions the rest of the way. Punt comes off clean, going to be returned beginning from the 27. Room out past the 35 to the 37. 9 minutes to play. We head to commercial break. At commercial break. Let's see if this Buffalo offense can do anything. As we're still at commercial break. At commercial break. Okay, with the win tonight, the Florida Panthers are back in the top 3 of the Atlantic. Hell yeah. The NHL is in such a weird spot in like a month and a half into the season. Damn near every team in the Eastern Conference is just fighting for a playoff spot right now. I know, but then the Tampa game finished, so they were point out. But again, they had 2 games on hand. Yeah, Jeez, the Eastern Conference. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Allen in shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 38. Quick pass left side, going to be caught up to about the 42, maybe 43. That is Dawson Knox on the reception. They're going to say to the 42. Under 9 minutes to play. Bills going up tempo. Allen in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 5. Allen looks to throw. Pressure coming and stacked at the 35. No way, man. But what is... I'm going to have so much fun tomorrow listening to Bills radio. What number? That sack number 5 tonight? Yeah, 5. Josh Allen's been sacked 5 times. The first time since week 1 of 2023 against the Jets. That's the same game that Rodgers tore his Achilles in. Allen quick pass right side can be caught by Shakir. Has space, makes one man miss. Gonna get the first down and more. Past midfield, plenty of room. Past the 30, 25, and out of bounds near the 21. Cool. Just like that, the Bills are well into enemy territory. Can this Bills team make sense for 2 weeks, please? Can we stop with the roller coaster of Bills football? I'm sure Bills fans have been asking for that as well over the past 5-6 years. But it feels like every single week is a different thing with this team. Ball on the 20, Allen looking to throw. Pressure coming, gonna step up, he's sacked. Sack back at the 25. Sack number 6 tonight. And there's 7 minutes to play in the game. Just how, man? How? This Bills offensive line is not a bad unit, but they're being made to look like the Raiders. A's, Josh Allen sacked 6 times for the first time since the wildcard game against Miami back in 2022 when he was sacked 7 times. Hell yeah. Quick throw left side can be caught for a gain of roughly 5. It was a 3rd and 10. That 2022 wildcard game, that was Skylar Thompson getting the start for Miami. And we almost won. It was 34-31. Man, that game was great. Miami's offense did not play good in that game, but it was still a great game. Pretty sure we also picked off Allen twice and forced 3 fumbles. It was a great game from the defense. Even though we gave up 34, it was still a great game from the defense because they had 14 eval points. Allen in shotgun, 4 receiving options to the right. 3rd and 10 from the 20. Making adjustments at the line. Play clock winding down. Houston looking like they're going to send pressure. Allen with time. Never mind. He gets his ball off. He technically gets the ball off, but he might as well have been sacked. And out comes the field goal unit. Buffalo. Can I get any? It's Danielle Hunter who gets into the backfield. These are not bad offensive linemen that Houston are taking advantage of. The Bills have a good O-line. Houston's D-line is just better. Matt Prater for the 38-yard kick from the left hash. It is up, and it is right down the middle. It's a 4-point game with 5:44 to play. Bro, if Houston can sneak into the playoffs, assuming that when CJ Stroud comes back, their offense looks a lot better. if Houston can get into the playoffs, they could be a Cinderella team. This defense is incredible. We're at commercial break. At commercial break. Oh, AJ Epineza was also banged up in this game at some point. They just keep getting hurt, man. This Bills team, don't get it. And at commercial break. The Bills defense are gonna need one more stand to give this offense a shot. Josh Allen went from being so someone tweeted out roughly an hour ago. Shout out to Benjamin Solak, who is who's an analyst over at ESPN. He tweeted out Josh Allen's sack rates on third downs in his entire career. Last year, the MVP season was 4.4%. Really good. This year is a career high of damn near 15%. You're just not going to win games that way. You're just not. And it has since only gotten higher since that. It's probably now closer to like 15.3. Just jeez, Buffalo. Hold the block. Kickoff going to be returned beginning from about the 4. Room out past the 20. Trying to find space. Going to be brought down near. Went backwards a bit to be brought down near the 20. All right, see if this Texans offense can extend the lead. They're showing the AFC South divisional standings. For Tennessee. Mills under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Ball on the 21. Going to play action and look to throw. Mills with time. Pass left side. Going to be caught along the sideline up near the 37. It's Jaden Higgins on the reception. Under 5.5 to play now in the game. 1 or 2 more first downs, and the Texans might be able to walk away with this one. Yeah, he gets the toe drag. Good catch along the sideline. Mills under center, back and fullback behind him. 5 minutes to play in the game. Handoff up the middle is going to get stuffed at the line for no gain. A give to Nick Chubb. All right, so a 2nd and 10. Mills in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Pass right side going to be caught up to about the 41, maybe 42 for Jaden Higgins. A 3rd and roughly 6, maybe 5 coming up. Third and 6 coming up. Mills in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Bills send pressure. Pass right side is caught, but brought down short of the first down marker. Needed 6, got about 3. And the Bills defense does their job. With about 3.5 to play in the game, the Texans can get this down to just under 3 minutes. The Bills will have one chance to take the lead. Tommy Townsend out to send this one away. Punt comes off clean. And it's a great punt. Gonna be returned beginning from the 14 up to about the 17. It took a Houston bounce. Just what happened, that bounce was right to Khalil Shakir. So out comes Josh Allen. 2:48 to play. One final chance. They need to go roughly 85 yards. Oh. That's their right tackle on the sideline. Is he banged up or did he get benched? Either way, there's a new right tackle in the game for Buffalo. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the 18. Looking to throw. Quick pass right side, caught by James Cook. Brought down at the 24. It's a gain of 6. One more play is needed before the 2-minute warning. I mean, I don't hate the idea of mixing things up. Because the O-line just was not working tonight. But this late in the game? Yeah, Spencer Brown's on the sideline. And that is interesting. Allen under center, back behind him. The handoff to James Cook up the middle. Gonna be short. Gets 2. It's a 3rd and 2. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. All 3 timeouts. And the Bills have 2 downs to keep the drive going. The Bills scored a touchdown on their first drive of the game. After that, the offense has kicked 2 field goals. The only other touchdown they have was the Ray Davis kick return. The Bills have been held in check this game, especially the second half. As we're at commercial break for the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play. We're at commercial break. I just think the Bills, if the Bills can't take the lead and they can't close out this game, Joe Brady might get fired. I don't know what changed between this week and last week, But the offensive line is playing terribly. The offense as a whole is just a mess. Like James Cook has had a solid game. It has not mattered. James Cook is at 113 yards rushing. Allen is at 134 yards passing. Their leading receiver is Ty Johnson with 36 yards. They do not have a passing game without Kincaid playing. It is crazy. Actually, that was unupdated. Never mind. Shakir is the leading receiver with 69 yards. Allen's up to about 189 passing. ESPN was not updated there for a sec. But still, crazy. As we're just coming back from commercial break. 2 minutes. 3rd and 1. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. There's an issue with the play clock. Third and 1. Oh yeah, the play clock is just broken right now. So it's the ref's play clock now. In these final 2 minutes, this game's a mess. What is this? Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. There's no more digital play clock. 3rd and 1 from the 22. Allen, quick pass right side. Caught by Shakir with space. Pass to 35 and out of bounds at the 36. How do we have the final 2 minutes of a game with no digital play clock? Houston, what? That's crazy. 1:55, 1st and 10. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the 35. Looking to throw once again. As time, pass over the middle is going to be caught. Pass to 40 and brought down at the 44. It's Ty Johnson on the reception. And they're going hurry up. 2nd and 1. 1:40 to play. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Quick throw left side, caught by Knox. That's enough for a first down as he gets 3. To about the 47. 1.5 minutes. Okay, the play clock's back. Finally. Sort of. That's going by pretty quick. Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Play clock winding down. Gotta get the snap off. They do. Allen, the throw. Pass left side, going to be incomplete. Looking for... I believe that's Tyrell Shavers. No. Either way, 2nd and 10. And there's a Bill player banged up on afterwards. That's no, that's not Osiris Torrance. Oh no, it is Osiris Torrance. The guard out of Florida, a little banged up afterwards. 2nd and 10, 1:09 to play. Ball on their own 47. They need 53 yards. Allen in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw. Has time. Trying to escape to his right. He's sacked for the 7th time tonight. Allen is sacked back near the 40-ish. And it's a 3rd and long. The Bills will call timeout. 56 seconds. It was Elijah Moore he was looking for. Elijah Moore is a Bill? Oh, yeah, he is. 56 seconds. The Bills call their first timeout. It's a clean pocket Allen has. There's just no one to throw to. Seven sacks. God damn. Yeah, sack career high 7 times. If the Texans get an eighth, they win. It's 3rd and 20. You need at least like 15, maybe. Allen in shotgun, a back to each side. Going to look to throw. Pressure comes quick. Allen tries to escape. Penalty marker down. He's sacked again. 8 times now. The penalty is going to be hold in, and Allen is slow to get up once again. The penalty is going to be holding against Buffalo. That'll be declined. And it's a 4th and like 26 for the game. I cannot believe the Bills dropped this game. Like just straight up. He's holding that right wrist again. 4th and 27 for the game. They need what they need. The 43? The plus 43? They're on the 29. Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass right side going to be caught. They hook and ladder. Has room. 1st down and more. Khalil Shakir inside the 30 to the 25. Fuck off, Buffalo. How? How do you go from not being able to pick up a yard to easily getting like 50? That's a beautifully designed play, man. Come on. That's a beautifully designed play. I can't be too mad. The good old hook and ladder. It works. Allen in shotgun back to his right. 41 seconds to play in the game. Houston calls their first timeout. All that momentum from back-to-back sacks just ripped out of them. Thanks to Khalil Shakir and Joshua Palmer successfully doing a hook and ladder on 4th and 27. Come on, man. They locked in, I guess. I don't know. What was the official yardage for that play? 44 yards on 4th and 27. There are 26 yards from the end zone. "26 yards from the lead, 41 seconds. Allen in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, a back to his right. 26 yards out. 2 timeouts remain. Allen to throw, pass right side. It's Gabe Davis. He doesn't get his feet in. Oh my, Gabe Davis. That was nearly an incredible catch. He's straight up Moss. That's a great. Yeah, no, he gets 1 foot in. That was nearly an incredible catch. A great throw, just couldn't get his feet in bounds. Would have put the Bills at like the 2-yard line. 2nd and 10. Allen in shotgun. 4 receiving options to the left. Looking to throw. Dump off left side to Johnson. Has space inside the 20. Down to about the... What's that? The 17? The 3rd and 1. The Bills call their second timeout with 28 seconds. But week 12 is off to a great start. Just wow. 3rd and 1, 28 seconds. Houston's getting loud. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on the 17. Allen to throw once again. Pass right side. It's tipped at the line and incomplete. Nearly an incredible interception by Will Anderson. He went up for that. And now it's 4th and 1. The previous 4th and 1 they had, they gave it to James Cook. And I was very much not a fan of that play. What's the decision here? Allen, shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right. 4th and 1. For the game, it's a false start. False start on Dion Dawkins. Now a 4th and 6. Huh. I can't judge. On the weekends, just sometimes I just don't get properly dressed at all because I'm just tired. Just want to lay in bed all day. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right. 4th and 6 from the 22. For the game. You need the 16-yard line. Oh, I hate you, Amazon. Oh, I hate you, Amazon. Allen looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass left side. It's intercepted. It's picked off at the 8. The 2nd interception on Allen today, but there's a penalty. Kalen Bullock nearly had his 2nd, but this might be against Houston. It's defensive No, it's offensive pass interference. That'll be declined. The Texans hang on. The Texans hang on. And they start week 12 with a great defensive performance. And they improved to 6-5 on the season. Allen had a wide open. I mean, it would have been offensive pass interference either way. But, oh man. Kalen Bullock. 2 interceptions in this one. The Bills, for the 2nd time in 3 weeks. No, for the 3rd straight week, they have 3 turnovers. And there's the final kneel down. The Houston Texans find a way. Yeah, first time with 3+ turnovers in 3 straight games in one season since 2008. Week 12 is off to a great start. That does hurt Miami's playoff chances a bit. But at the same time, I mean, the Bills remain in schedule. With how they've been playing is not the easiest. Because they're going against 3 teams with really good defenses the rest of the way. Pittsburgh's next. Then you have New England and Philly as the main 3. If the Bills win one of those 3, they're fine. They're going to be a playoff team. If they lose all 3 and Miami finds a way to win out, woohoo! Just wow. Wow. I think I need to put Houston in power rankings now. That was a fantastic offensive performance. Just an defensive performance. Their defense, 8 sacks tonight. 3 forced turnovers. Only 13 points given. Not even 13. Only 12 points given up. Houston's defense played incredibly. Well, yeah, for the scripted stuff, it's not a great start. But I mean, tonight was a win-win either way for me. Because either Miami gets a game behind Houston, or now we're three, or now Buffalo is in a lot of trouble. So I'm fine with this. But man, that's wow. What a way for Week 12 to start. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Guaranteed 2 games on Sunday. Still not sure about if I'm gonna do a third. I'll figure it out by then probably. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.